you might also fear your power. I certainly did. And that power is in your consciousness. But something happens when we move through a paradigm shift as we are doing currently in our world. You're going to feel a little more pressure to start to move into that belief of yourself, which is what I am doing now, which is why I am changing. When I started doing automatic writing in 1989, I knew I had touched some incredible wisdom that was coming through. And the very one of those messages said that I was literally afraid that I might use it in an ego-oriented way to the detriment of others. But that was never who I was, and I couldn't have done that. But I kept holding it back, though. I kept not understanding what was coming through, and you could be doing that because the way that the world is shifting right now, who you are is starting to come up and be wanting to be seen, and that's what I'm doing. It's challenging to talk about consciousness sometimes because we will all see it and work with it in a different way. And I did something entirely different, so I understand why people didn't get this. But now I have ended up with the most valuable thing anyone could own, which would be the control of your consciousness. It is the control of what you call mindset and changing it and using it in a way that's connected to your authentic self. You know, to discover that I had been doing this for 37 years and that I was a savant, and that's why I could connect to any person and connect to this information, was a surprise for me. And I couldn't talk about it and give it to others. And so you have some aspect of you that is coming about now that you're going to want to embody. And so what I'm doing now is that I'm making a big shift. And that shift is I'm going to work more with private clients. That's really going to be what happens. Those people who took my program, I just received this incredible acknowledgement today, because I don't give them to myself often, but saying how this has changed this person's life. Well, two of them actually, because I've spent all this time downloading, putting this information together, and to be 75 now, where I've moved through absolutely everything, this work has healed my life and healed everything, and it can do the same for you. But I wish I could have had it because my life would be in a very different place now had I had this information. But you don't have to wait, and that's what I'm talking about now. So I want people to look at, you can look at the information for the program, but what I'm going to start doing is taking private clients and giving them this work in their private sessions, and that's going to be what's coming about. But you can look at all the information that I've posted today on my blog, and you'll see exactly what I mean. But I'm just saying this because there's so many people who are awakening to something, definitely because of the shifts, the energetic shift that we're feeling in the world, and that could be you. And that doesn't mean anything is wrong. It just means that now is the time that you're meant to move. And that's many of us. Not many people will really understand what you might be feeling or moving through, but I do. And that has been my gift. And that's what I'm going to start working with and honoring and using so much more with others. Because as long as I'm on this earth now, I can help more people become who they're meant to be. And I can say this because I do know there's no reason for you not to have a really successful, prosperous, happy life. That I do know, because this work will absolutely guide you there. And then when I'm working with you, there's no difficulty or challenge that you can't overcome. That I do know. So I'll see you soon.